Well, the buzz for week 10 was revenue projections. The dueling consultants for the executive and legislative branch delivered their reports, and both of them were significant, although not substantially increasing revenue projections for the coming biennium. The process now is for the legislature to resolve those two and come up with what their true official budget projection is that will form the guardrails for going forward. So the big issues will start to get resolved once that happens. We'll be talking more about that, and certainly on our website about the infrastructure funding and things like that, so stay tuned to that. But coming up is some issues that we really want you to weigh in on. We're going to have some bills next week on the floor, particularly the seatbelt bill, something that we have supported for many biennia, is primary enforcement of seatbelts. It's a safety issue, it's a life safety issue, and we're hoping that everyone can talk to their representatives about Senate Bill 2121. That would make seatbelts a primary enforcement issue. Research shows it saves lives, and that is something that we want to do in North Dakota. So we want a yes vote on 2121. We want a no vote on 2026. That is the road train bill. Also a safety issue because it's better than it was when it was introduced, but it is still a uncontrolled pilot, or I should say it's controlled only by the DOT. There is no local control on where this pilot happens. I would hope, working with the DOT, we have a good partnership, that wouldn't be a problem, but we'd rather have seen the bill clearly state that counties could prohibit these longer road trains on their roads. So we're asking that you contact your House members on 2026, the road train bill, and ask for a red vote.
Lots of House committees are wrapping up their work on hearing bills, which means we're only going to see a lot more of our bills being kicked out and being voted on the floor. And one of those is going to be House Bill 1112, which is the inmate reimbursement bill. This says that if DOCR is using our local facilities during the prioritization plan to house DOCR state sentenced inmates, that they will pay the housing and medical costs. This is a big issue for our counties. This is a bill that we initiated, and it has some very good traction building as it was approved unanimously in the House and was passed out of committee with some solid support. So watch for that in the Senate this week as well. Again, House Bill 1112. On election bills, we have a couple that we want you to watch for. 2142 is another bill that we requested as well on behalf of our county auditors and worked with Senator Roars in introducing. This will add a few more days for the processing of those vote by mail and absentee ballots. This is really just to address the increase in ballots that our counties are seeing being cast prior to election day, to help them get some of that pre-work done. None of those votes are tabulated or calculated until 7 p.m. when the polls close. So again, please urge your House members to vote yes on 2142. And 1189, we're hoping to defeat. That one is in the Senate. That sets a 3-hour deadline from when the polls close to get those results, those voting election results back to the county auditor. We just feel a deadline is not necessary, and it's the wrong thing to do to place a timeline on the work that is done to close the polls and add more pressure and stress to those election workers that help out our counties.